A very good day to Madam Jessie and everyone. Today in this video I will be demonstrating vulnerability assessment by using Kali Linux Nmap. The target machine will be Metasploit 1. So in this video there will be three segments configuring the virtual machine to test connectivity, which will be Metasploit 1, install, setup Nmap in Kali Linux for vulnerability scanning, and third will be produce vulnerability analysis report. So which will be going to show the commands to get vulnerabilities scanning, the procedure by using the Nmap. So overall, this video will be on vulnerability assessment using Nmap in Kali Linux by using the target machine Metasploit 1. So let's enter into the video. So the first step, we need to get the IP address from the Metasploit 1. So we need to log in into Metasploit 1. So the login will be msf admin and the password will be msf admin 2. So it shows it has been logged in into Metasploit 1. So now we need to give the command of if config. So now we can see the inet address 192.168.154.133, which will be the IP address of Metasploitable 1. So we're going to use this address to scan using the Nmap in Kali Linux. Now let's log in into in Kali Linux. So here we need to open a new terminal. Before we proceed with the scanning, we need to install the Nmap vulnerables. So we need to install this so that we can get the vulnerabilities. What are the vulnerabilities in the Metasploit later? So for that we need to install. So click on code and click on the command. Then we need to give the command in the terminal of Kali Linux git clone with a copied command. Click enter. So it starts to cloning. Okay, so the procedure of cloning has been done. So it has been installed successfully into the Kali Linux. Now we need to give the sudo su command. So now we have entered to the root access of the Kali Linux by giving the sudo su. So now we can proceed with the scanning. So the first command will be nmap space with the IP address which we have get from the Metasploit 192.168.154.133. So it starts to scan and we can get those port, state and services that been available in the Metasploit 1. So it displays the common available ports like port 21, TCP, state is open and the service is FTP and so on. So it has shown us the IP MAC address of the VMware 2. So the Nmap is done, one IP address and one host is up. So the host is up, so the scanning process is inactive. The IP address is inactive, so the scan have been done. So the next command will be nmap space /p 445 with the IP address. 192.168.154.133. So the 445 is one of the port that have been available, which is 445 TCP. So open and the service in Microsoft/DC. So now the Nmap scan report for 192. It shows the scan, the host is up, so it shows the port state service. So it shows the specific. The command is actually is to show one of the port specifically. So let's try with another command. Nmap space slash sv space 192.168.154.133. So it starts to scanning the Nmap. So it shows the RP spin scan. So this command, the nmap sv following with the IP address, is to display the port state service and version of the version that been using in particularly in Metasploit 1. So this command is used mainly to detect the service daemon of the versions. For example, the 445 TCP is open. It uses a service of net BIOS SSN and the version. So work group, all those what is the work group, everything, the protocol. So it shows specifically the version 2. Like here it shows the service info, host, Metasploit world, local domain, OS, Unix, Linux, and the Linux kernel. So next command will be nmap /a following it by the IP address 192.168.154.133. So the scan process takes time. It depends on the response of and the signal of the metasploitable. So what's the purpose of using the nmap /a followed by IP address? So the scan is done. So the purpose of this command is to get information regarding the OS detection, version detection, script scanning, and trace router. So as we can see, it shows the port state service version. So SSOS key, and then it specifically shows what the ports, which port, which state and services using the which OS key. So SS means support the chip, those chips. So the potential of risk mentor trace, and the thread ID, the vision protocol, status, and so on. So it specifically shows the OS detection, version detection, script scanning, and trace router. It also shows us the network distance, service info, OS script result. So it shows the OS script result with the trace router. So here it shows the IP address again. So let's try with another command. Nmap /vv following with the IP address 192.168.155.133. So what's the purpose for it? With this command will be to display the information. So it shows all the information about the open ports. So it shows the state. So it's whether if open, it shows it's been more vulnerable. If it's closed, it's safe. So that's the point why we're going to use this command to get the information about the open state, the services, the port, and the reason. So let's try with another command. Nmap / top /ports follow 20, port 20 followed by the IP address. So using the top ports parameter with a specific number of the port, it lets scan the top most common ports of the host. So the host will be Metasploit 1. So it shows us all those common ports being used in Metasploit 1. So by this we can get the port number, the state, and the service. So as we can see, some of the port is being open and some are closed. So we can get to know which is more vulnerable and which port are more vulnerable, easy to gain access, and all the other stuff. So let's try with another nmap command, which is nmap /p and /script vulnerable followed with the IP address. By using this nmap /pn /script vulnerable followed by the IP address, by using this parameter, it will run a vulnerability test against the target. So it will show whether which server is vulnerable, which protocol is vulnerable state, and show some of other vulnerable uh, in the target machine. So the scan is in process, so it takes time. So let's wait. So it take time because it is almost this command will do a full vulnerability analysis through against the target will be metasploitable one, so it takes time, so we have to wait. So sorry, maybe this command will take a longer time, so I will try to show another command from the website itself. So in this website, it has shown us a command that we can use for nmap scanning. So by using this um, command, we can get the vulnerable list 2, a full vulnerable analysis list. So let's try on this. Nmap /sv followed by p21 /8/8080. So /script shown by IP address 192.168.154.123. So let's try this. So by using this command that we given from the website, it will show us a straightforward vulnerable list of vulnerables. So X we can see in this website they have shown the list of vulnerables. So let's try on our machine. Okay, now we can see it have shown us all the vulnerables. Almost it have a longer list. It shows that this much of vulnerables that uh, that are available in the target machine. So the metasploitable one is a vulnerable machine. So it have a lot of vulnerabilities. So we can see here the list of vulnerables. So for example, let's try to get one of these links. Let's try to copy link and we go to the internet. So we try to copy one of the vulnerable and let's do a search on that. So now we can see the ID. So we can get the ID, the type, the reporter modify and the description. So in description it shows a ID of a vulnerable. Okay. Okay. Let's try on another. Let's try on another vulnerable. Okay. Now in this vulnerable we can know that the vulnerable ID will be CVE 2019-12815. So type will be CVE. So it shows the reporter and modifier. So it shows the CVSSV version 3. So it shows the what type of attack, whether it's low, what type of attack, vendor, network, scope, the impact, and impact shows the description. So what is the description? It's a file copy vulnerable in mode copy in Pro FTD TD up to 1.35.5b that's allow a remote code as and information disclosure without authorization. So it's a one of the vulnerable that been formed in the target mission metasploitable one. So it shows the description. So description shows tell us that it's a copy vulnerable where it gain it allows a remote code execution. So it shows the affected software, the references. So by googling one by one of all these vulnerable, we can get a description, what type of impact, what type of attack it might happen. So and all these vulnerable will have a different description and the target, the network, the impact, mainly on the impact and the description, so we can know what type of vulnerable it is. So it is shown and proven that Metasploitable 1 is more vulnerable, and we can use it to get the vulnerables uh, by using it as a target machine, and using Nmap we can get all these vulnerable lists. So this is all about this video. This video is all about that. It's about scanning vulnerabilities using Nmap in the target machine, which is the Metasploitable one. Hope everyone understand the process. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Before I end, I could like to thank Miss Madam Jessie for giving us this chance of this on this activity, the vulnerable analysis using an Nmap in Linux. Thank you.